The only way that they could do that is that they need to borrow. So who are they going to borrow from? Welcome everyone to a special episode on the 2025 federal budget. I wish I had some great news for the average Canadian about this budget. I was looking for things such as in 2009 when they came up with the TFSA, when they also in years prior when they came up with the RESP, RDSP. There's really nothing really for the average Canadian. I managed to get a few nuggets that I think may be worthwhile that may make a difference for the average Canadian. But the thing that jumps out at me is the $78 billion deficit, right? So basically what that means, the government is spending $78 billion more than what they're receiving. The only way that they could do that is that they need to borrow. So who are they going to borrow from? You and me, foreign investors, foreign banks, sovereign nations, sovereign banks. So we will be more indebted. And as a result of that, our debt which is already in the trillion, is going to continue to increase. So if we're like the average Canadian family, we want to lower our debt level. We don't want to add on to it. Basically, what the government is doing is refinancing every year, just going back to the bank and adding more debt. So eventually, I'm hoping that they have a plan to reduce it. And they do say, to their credit, that they have a plan. They're looking to reduce the $78 billion deficit to 65 by next year, and by 2030 to 57 billion. So they're on the right track, and they're also talking about from an operational standpoint to balance the operating budget by the end of their five year by 2030. So those are all good positive stuff. Other good positive stuff is the defense spending is actually going up by roughly about to 90 billion, and that is about 72 billion in new monies that are coming in. So that could only mean good things if the money that they're spending, mind you, over 5 years will stay within Canada as opposed to overseas. So if the money is in Canada, the 90 billion will hopefully create new special types of manufacturing jobs. So let's say we lose some jobs on the auto side, maybe these individuals could be reskilled, if there's such a term, to be able to transfer those skills towards the defense side, and as a result of that, create employment as opposed to unemployment. Another positive is where the government is downsizing the size of government. So a great deal of our spending and a great deal of our employment growth numbers came because the civil service job levels rose dramatically. If there wasn't any civil service growth, unemployment actually and the economy would have actually kind of gone down as a result of that. So we're spending a great deal towards our civil service. And the question that we should ask, no one should lose their job, but the question that we should ask is that, are we better served by this increase in government spending? So we'll see, and the government has decided to lower that and reallocate those monies towards different areas. Other areas that we're looking in terms of reduce costs, we're seeing that immigration levels are actually will be going down from a high of about 674,000 to now to about 385,000. And of that, the permanent residents that they're looking in terms of admission to Canada is also going from 395,000 to about $380,000. So my international students, that will have an impact on their admission to become permanent resident. So don't want to end with negativity for my international students level. Let's look at some positive stuff. So, what have I seen? For the average Canadian that are looking to buy, let's say, a brand new home, you could see a reduction or the elimination of the GST up to homes of $1 million. So, what does that mean? A $1 million home, the GST, which is 5%, you're looking at a reduction of about $50,000. So a cost saving of up to $50,000 on the purchase of a brand new home. Second, that I also saw is that for the average Canadian, we've seen the lowest tax bracket rate drop from 15% to 14%. So this will impact everyone. So high income earners to low income earners, we're seeing that the first threshold that the new tax bracket will be 14%. So what does it mean for you and me? Average Canadian, we're looking for a kind of a tax savings of about $402. $402 may not sound like a great deal of amount of money, but it's a start. So as long as the government looks at continuing to reducing our federal tax rate, that will make a difference for you and me. Overall, it's like my Halloween at my house. I was expecting so many kids to come in. I had so much candy to come in, but to give to those kids, but Halloween fell a bit short. Similar, the budget has fallen a bit short. Expecting a great deal more, but it's a step in the right direction. So let's hope that maybe next year's 2026 budget would be a whole lot better, and potentially the initiatives that we see that they've started to do will bear fruit in next year and the year to come. So overall, not a bad budget. But could have it left me lacking. So hopefully next same time next year when we talk, hopefully I'll have even better news, better tax incentives for individuals from the new budget. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little recap of the 2025 budget. Please like and subscribe, and we'll bring you more nuggets of information about what's going on in the world. Bye for now.